Let's talk a little bit about cloud-native programming models. And some of you probably have heard of Dapr. It's been referenced in several sessions here at Build. This is also a project that came out of the incubations team in the office of the CTO, and now it's part of CNCF. If you haven't seen Dapr, you should check it out. It basically creates portability for your application. It handles best practices. It lets developers focus on their code and not have to worry about SDKs for all the different implementations of these different capabilities like state management and service-to-service invocation and authorization. Dapr takes care of that all. Dapr recently introduced a new building block. A building block means a capability where you can plug in at runtime, at deployment time, an implementation. And that building block is workflow. Just about every major non-trivial application has a workflow in it somewhere. There's probably, even at Microsoft, hundreds of custom bespoke workflow engines sitting inside our microservice applications. But with Dapr, we want to make it easy for people to just pick up workflow and use it, and also to be able to use whatever workflow engine they want underneath the hood. Here, this is the Dapr workflow sidecar, or component, that has a workflow engine, and it's responsible for kicking off tasks, keeping track of their activity, and doing retry. Let's go take a look at how workflow in Dapr means that a common task that consists of workflow for a cloud-native application is just taken care of automatically. So here I've got several steps written in an application using the Dapr workflow SDK. Authenticating, this is order processing, so it authenticates the user, checks some inventory to see if there's enough items. If there's insufficient, sends a notification that we need to order more. And you can see here, one of the things that you get out of Dapr is you get recording of everything your application does as it interacts with Dapr. And here you can see one of those order processing workflows that succeeded and the trace that we get for it. But what I'm going to show you here is execution of one of those order processing workflows. I'm going to order some company cars. I'm going to order, 7 of them. And that kicks off a workflow that I just showed. But while it's running, I'm going to kill the order processing microservice. And then we're going to see Dapr workflow engine automatically retry to try to complete that payment. I'll go restart the order processing service. And at that point, the workflow is able to complete successfully. And so me as a developer just said, here are the steps. Dapr, you go figure out how to do these steps, make sure it's resilient, deal with any failures, and I can go on and do other things. And so this is really, I think, promises to really be the spine for cloud-native applications using a serverless workflow like this.